In this video, I'm going to go through how to customize your late fees. So first you want to go down to settings and you want to scroll down a little bit under property, you will find late fees. So here you have all the settings for late fees. MagicDoor comes with a few default settings out of the box that fits most people's needs. First and foremost, you can select if you want to charge late fees. By disabling this, we won't charge late fees for you. You also have grace period. That is how many days past the due date the tenant have to actually pay the bills before you charge a late fee. We normally set this at 4 because it takes up to 2 to 3 days to transfer an ACH payment. So normally you want to give them a little bit grace for that. You can also set a minimum of how much you actually want, how much minimum you want to charge late fee for. So if somebody owes you $5, you might not want to charge a late fee for that. So you can put $100 minimum, which means that unless the bill outstanding amount is more than $100, we won't charge a late fee. Put this to 0 to charge late fees for everything. You can also select here if late fees is a company bill or a property bill. So a company bill means that it's an income to the property manager and won't reflect on the owner's statements. But if you disable this, it will now become a property bill, which means that it will be an income to the property. You can select here what chart of account the late fee will have, and you can give a description. This is what the tenant will see when they get the late fee. Now we also have what we call include and exclude chart of accounts. So this is so you can select what actually get late fees, because you might have some bills such as repairs you don't want to charge late fees for, or you might but you do want to charge late fees for rent payments, for example. So here you can select what type of payments you want to charge late fee for. Same thing, you can exclude different types. You can also select the frequency. So normally in most states you would just charge late fee once, but you can also change it to daily or monthly until it's been paid, depending on what of course is legal for your state. We have late fee calculation. Most people will just use the percentage. So you can charge a 5% late fee of the outstanding balance. Now we have a few other options. We have fixed amount. So this is every late fee no matter what is $5. You can also charge a percentage or a minimum. So here for example 5% but a minimum of $25. We also have formula, and here you can create much more complex formulas. So for example, we have all these values, due date, total late bills, how many bills you have, and you create your own formula for how to kind of run your late fee. If you have more questions for this, our support team will be very happy to help you if you have some complex requirements for how you want to charge late fees. Once you're done here, you can click save, and your late fees will now be applied. Let me change it back to percent. 5%. You can also add overrides. So if you go up here and we have, let's say in one of my portfolios, let's say this house, my late fee is not 5%, it's 10%. Then you can add an override for that property portfolio or even down to the lease. And you're gonna scroll down to late fee overrides. And here you can change all the individual settings, but in this case we just want to change it from 5 to 10%. So now all of our properties except for the Farmhouse Avenue we get a 5% late fee, and the Farmhouse Avenue we get a 10% late fee. Thank you very much.